Give me a E.
How you
Give me a
doing?
T. T. Y. I'm
Let's get somebody else on the line. But yeah, we have to think about everything. They said the kid may not even want kids. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, Billy. Hi.
Hey.
Oh, let me get my shit together. Hold on. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ma. How y'all doing? Okay. I did this video last night. I'm trying to get my life together, get on the phone and say this shit all over again. So let me set myself. Okay. Whew. Hey, Mom. My name is Eunorick Duncan. I'm 26 years old, and I'm from Miami, Florida. I identify as pansexual.
Can you tell us what that means? I, for one, don't even know.
Okay, absolutely. Pansexual is you don't differentiate on your partners, so it can be male, female, or trans.
Okay. And the trans being added in changes that from bisexual?
Yeah, because at least in my understanding, being bisexual only certain stuff to be only men or women who were born, in their genitalia.
Okay.
Because I have to identify with what I've been with, so I have to be honest with that.
Okay.
Growing up, well, let me backtrack to the beginning. When I realized I liked the opposite sex, the same sex, it had to be around 5 or 6.
Wow.
My cousin, and God bless his soul, who passed away. He had a lot of dirty magazines in the room or whatever, and my curious ass went in the room and checked to see what was in there or whatever. And he had this magazine, and let me not be too vulgar, but it was me and big old P on the magazine. I was like, oh my God, wow, that shit is huge. Throughout my adolescence, from elementary to high school, I was bullied. I think it was Lou who mentioned that he was more on the feminine side growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I, being in a Christian household and being raised by a lot of black men who were very, I want to say, hyper masculine per se, trying to hide it was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially growing up in the schools I was going to, the kids at them ages, they don't really give a damn about feelings. If they feel like they can attack you for just because they can.
Yeah, it can get very ugly. Kids are very mean.
I'm not saying it was black kids doing that, but I know it's not that. It was kids in general.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't raised as a fighter. I wasn't raised being tough. It was be nice to everybody, be everybody's friend type of thing. So as I got bullied in middle school to high school, it was more damn, am I doing something wrong as a person? I'm not even causing a scene or doing anything wrong, and people just attack just because. And it wasn't until I want to say I lost my virginity at 15 is where that confusion really hit, because I was represented to a woman.
Okay.
But as soon as that happened, I started getting men, in high school, where it was confusion for me, because one minute I'm with this girl, we talking, we about to date, and then next minute I'm in the bathroom with this boy making out. It'd be confusion. Okay. And another thing, I don't know if anybody else feels this, but getting asked a lot about being gay is really annoying.
Okay.
Because I don't know people want to know to get a validation, or they want to know to go run and tell your business. And because I was so behind the scenes by what I did behind closed doors, I didn't want anybody knowing what I was doing. At least back at that time, because now I'm 26, I don't give a damn. I speak my whole business on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. But back then, I didn't want somebody to know what I was doing. So it wasn't until, I want to say, college, when me and my ex-girlfriend broke up, my freshman year, is when I solely started to see what that man pool was all about. And it was tough. I don't know one person that called from Miami, but Miami gay culture is very toxic. I feel but that toxicity works in the heterosexual space and the gay space, because especially black men, where you're not only on the totem pole on the bottom as black people as a whole, but you black, gay, and you kind of feminine, And in the gay spectrum, especially down here, black men get fetishized for how big their dick is. So if you don't fit the criteria, most of these men do not mess with you. And, you know, it's real rocky. I didn't really have a lot of men in that came to my life who gave me issues, but again, I've said that I've never been with a man either. So it's a hit or miss. When I came out, it was 2016, and that was only because I was sick of people asking me if I was gay. And at least for me, like the first one I called in, it didn't really affect my life. My family already knew I was, but also have the fact that I'm a pastor's child. So my father knew, was trying to deny it, and my ex-husband knew, but he was trying to like get the gay out of me, and that didn't damn work. And I find it funny that most pastor kids, I'm not saying all now, don't crucify me for saying this, but I find it funny that most pastor kids, at least one of them got to be gay. Because on my dad's side, I'm the oldest boy, the rest of my sisters. Two of us are gay. On my sister, who has a father, on her side of the family, her dad, two of the older kids are gay. So it's like, hello, like, if you have some type of, and I'm not saying all parents, but a lot of parents who try to get the gay out of their kids, those be the ones who want to be gay, and those also be the parents that have some type of attack on their sexuality going up, and something happens to them. Ain't got to necessarily be raped, ain't got to necessarily be touched. It could be the experience they've had with one of their friends, or they're very curious, and that's when it just goes off of them. So they try to fight for their life to not let people know they're gay. I think Lou also mentioned something about people on the down low, especially black men. I feel like, with me personally, we as black men get put on a pedestal for our hypermasculinity to the point where we're expected growing up to be tough, hardcore, thug type of, you know, nigga, what the fuck you gonna do, da-da-da type shit. And those be the same ones you don't realize behind closed doors be somebody son in the back. Like, oh, Jesus. It's hard. But if I can give anybody tips growing up, first things first, I feel like you can be born, because I don't think it's a choice. If it was a choice, a lot of us wouldn't be out here trying to protect our energy from being attacked by society. If we could just be straight, we would, because that would give us one less of an attack. But be yourself. That took a while for me to do, being myself, because, again, I was so used to being judged, or feel like I was being judged, or we looked at it being judged, that I was scared that if someone didn't give me an affirmation that I was good in their eyes, you know, I would try to switch who I was, and that is tired.
Right.
Very tired.
So what's something you would say to your younger self, knowing everything that you know now, to help you get through those tough times?
I would probably tell little, boy, just go ahead and be you. Especially in high school, because, girl, you know me, I was thinking that niggas like, oh my god, he's so fine. Girl, I was playing football one time, right? And I don't know, this little white Mexican boy, I don't know what it was about him, but I would stare at this motherfucker down when we kind of practice. And one of the boys caught me staring at him, and she was like, "You good?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. Oh
my god!
Like, this should have caught me, like, God damn.
Okay, he caught you drooling, Lord Jesus.
You bitch, I was drooling, child. Ooh, if I could turn them tables, turn those tables back then, and be like, all right, this is who you are. It's okay to like both. Don't be scared to do that. Because again, in high school, if you wasn't already out the closet gay, then everybody else either thought you was, or you was, like I said, doing everything you can to make sure people didn't know you was. So I feel like I took myself back then. Even if I would have got ridiculed by my mother's ex-husband or my father, I still would have been okay, because the one of my family already knew, and that would have still gave me a protection. I know that's right. So my mom was, even when I had conversations in high school about, being gay and stuff like that, and I knew that they had come out to her, it wouldn't be a problem. So,
okay.
Whew, out a lot, child. Ooh.
Well, I thank you so much. Like I said, we're gonna have to do this again, but I thank you so much for giving us some of your story. You know.
No problem. Thank you for taking my call.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's weird.